At the 10th edition of the Indian Defence Conclave hosted by Bharat Shakti, the Indian Navy Chief reaffirmed his force's commitment to a secure, open, and collaborative Indo-Pacific region. The discussions brought together senior defense officials and strategists from across the Indian Ocean region with a sharp focus on maritime partnerships, technological advancements, and regional stability. The conclave comes at a time when the Indo-Pacific has become the world's strategic crossroads, vital for trade, energy routes, and global security. Against this backdrop, India's defense and diplomatic leadership called for a future shaped by joint development, resilience, and cooperation rather than rivalry. This is what Navy Chief Admiral D.K. Tripathi said about India's growing role in the region.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we stand at an inflection point where technology, trade, and tensions are converging faster than ever before. This accelerated interdependence may be generating a strategic flux far more dynamic than the pace at which institutions and norms can adapt. Our Honorable Raksha Mantri recently observed that, and I quote, "In the times ahead, the nation that masters the triangle of technology, strategy, and adaptability will emerge as the true global power," unquote. It recognizes that the strategic calculus of our era is defined not by choosing between outward engagement and inner resilience, but by mastering their interplay. For India, these two sides, indigenous strength and global partnerships, are not opposing choices, but mutually reinforcing imperatives and part of a single strategic continuum. Chips or ships, we must make them in India, unquote. This vision reflects the reality that a confident and capable India contributes to a more stable and secure world. The very foundation of strategic autonomy, national resilience, and operational confidence in enabling trusted cooperation at global level. Today, indigenous strength extends far beyond the battlefields. It is now enmeshed with industrial ecosystems, innovation chains, and information networks, where semiconductors can be as decisive as submarines, and secure data links matter as much as secure sea lanes. In my view, three enablers anchor this strength: self-reliance, synergy, and security. Indian Navy, on its part, has embraced atmanirbharbharat not only as a strategic imperative, but also as an investment towards future assurance. We have progressively strengthened our Warship Design Bureau, deepened industry partnerships, and accelerated innovation in concert with MSMEs, startups, and academia, building sovereign capabilities across the maritime domain. Due to these efforts, today, 19 shipyards in the country are capacity cleared for defense shipbuilding. And on an average, one new indigenous warship or submarine is being added to the Indian Navy every 40 days. As we look to become a 200-plus ship Navy by 2035, all of our 52 ships presently on order are being built in Indian shipyards. Moving beyond platforms, our aim is to take atmanirbharbharat to component level and build a fully atmanirbhar force by 2047. As the principal manifestation of India's maritime power, the Indian Navy remains mission deployed and combat ready over expanded geographies for extended periods of time, displaying poise and preparedness to respond to any emerging scenario, to maintain order and peace in the global commons, especially in the Indian Ocean region. Our forward deployed units, the true ambassadors of India's indigenous strength, not only safeguard our national interests, but also uphold stability as the first responder and preferred security partner across the region. With this, let me turn to the second pillar, which is the partnership. Today, this ethos finds expression in inclusive vision, Mahasagar, or mutual and holistic advancement for security and growth across regions. Looking ahead, our partnerships must move beyond cooperative coexistence to what scholars call as collaborative resilience, a system state in which capability and shared purpose enable us not only to survive shocks, but to transform them as launch pads for further growth. This will involve building institutional linkages, industrial networks, and interoperable frameworks that absorb disruption, adapt to change, and enhance regional resilience together across the region. As we advance towards our vision of becoming Viksit Bharat by 2047, partnerships for us would never be alignment of convenience, but remain a convergence of purpose and principle. Our endeavor would be to translate indigenous strength and purposeful partnerships to nurture a region that is free, open, inclusive, and rules-based, not by circumstance, but by collective choice and sustained commitment. After all, future belongs to societies that learn continuously and cooperate deliberately.
The conclave underscored a collective vision for an Indo-Pacific defined by partnership, innovation, and self-reliance, while at the same time providing a roadmap for India during what many experts call a time of global strategic reset.